Hello and welcome back to Larkspur Needle. Today I'm going to be using watercolor crayons to create a flower picture. First thing I'm doing is just kind of doing a rough sketch of how I want my flower to be. And I had switched how far up my camera is. That's why I have the purple border, because I didn't realize that it had half of my room in the video as well. So the paper that I'm using is a vellum, so that's why it's a little bit see-through. And then I'm just using a regular pencil. Alright, so now that I've got all of my sketch marks on there, we're just going to go back through and make all of my lines darker. I think this is my favorite part, like seeing how fast I draw since I sped up the video. So I'm taking another piece of vellum and just taping it down to my cutting board. And so these are watercolor crayons. They are Carrot Aquarelle brand. I'll leave a link in the description below. They are amazing. They color just like crayons, and then you just take a paintbrush and water, and then they become watercolors. I've had this set for quite a while. As you can see, as soon as it has that water on it, it just blends amazingly well. So the reason why I put the other vellum on top of my sketch was because I didn't want pencil lines on my finished product. So you can see all my lines on the first page through the second one. Now, I haven't drawn anything like this probably since high school, and that was a long time ago. So it's definitely very amateurish. But I was annoyed at my fabric choices for another video, so I just put the fabric away and got out my crayons. So I guess you can see with the paintbrush, with that orange on top of it, it just kind of like just blended in like crazy. And I think I got a little bit too much water there because it was starting to like take up all of the color. hit the table there. That's why the camera's all wiggly again. I definitely hated that I couldn't twist the paper around since it was taped down. So my orange crayon had like blue specks on it from, I guess, being next to the blue crayon in the box. And so trying to get the little blue specks that it decided to put on there off. Thankfully I was able to get at least 90% of it off. Trying to get the right shading between these petals is really hard. But I think I did a pretty good job at it. That is a princess washcloth that I'm using over there. Couldn't find any regular ones, so it's the first one that I found. Go around and get all the shading correct and get all the dark spots that are on the petals good and pretty. Because I definitely think that bottom left-hand corner petals are definitely looking a lot better than the upper right-hand corner. A lot more definition in them, at least. I'm just putting lines in the petals, because that's how the flower is. Have you figured out what kind of flower it is? Comments below with what your guess is. So now I'm doing the stalk of the flower, and then I'm going to do some leaves. Kind of give this flower a little bit more of a place to be. This willow green, I think it's called, was definitely not as bright of a green as I was wanting, but I think I got it like pretty good once I finished it all. Trying to get the right shading underneath the flower there. And as you can see, I'm just using one paintbrush for all of this. And it's one of those really cheap paintbrushes because I have no clue where all of my good art class paintbrushes went. So as you can see, I'm trying to get those leaves a little bit more green. In the sky. That's what I really love about the watercolor crayons, that you can just kind of color wherever you feel like, and then you get to just wipe away all those lines. I love how all the lines just kind of like melt away. It looks super cool on video. And as that little comment said, if you had guessed it is a daylily, you are correct. The scientific name you'll see at the end of the video, because I am not even going to try and say it. But in my old house, all the daylilies on the left-hand side of my sidewalk were all these double layer daylilies. So they're really, really pretty. So that's why I figured I'd draw one today. Or just draw, paint, have fun with crayons. Look at all those lines go away. Whee! Hated that I couldn't spin the paper on this one again. But I was able to reach my arm around and only hit the bottom right hand corner like twice with my arm. And here shortly, my camera decided it wanted to overheat, and it stopped the video. And here is the finished drawing. There is the scientific name for the flower. So thanks for watching Larkspur Needle. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click the bobbin there on the screen to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.